back then. Now we had an interesting conversation up here earlier. Charlemagne believes in stop and frisk, and
you can stop right there.
Does not.
Wow.
So I would love to get your opinion.
That's not the conversation we was having. We was having a conversation about racial profiling.
Okay.
No, but you believe
I
in
know,
stop and frisk,
but we
though.
also talked about stop and frisk.
I was talking about the guy who just attacked the bikers who attacked the Asian guy.
Yeah. Well, no, that's you right there. You already phrased it in a way that's biased.
Okay. Well, he attacked the guy. Did you see the guy's rap sheet?
I saw what happened on the video.
But did you see the guy's rap sheet?
No, I didn't see his
the
rap
biker.
sheet.
Always gun possession, drug possession, violent crime.
Which is
so what I said was,
you should be careful who you run over with your SUV.
Yeah,
but that dude may be strapped.
So I said racial profiling isn't justifiable, but we as people make it understandable when we have those kind of rap sheets. When somebody fits the description and we prove we actually are the description, we make it bad for brothers.
But every now and then, there's probably way more people that don't fit that fit the description that haven't done anything. Then every now and then somebody does.
Exactly, and which is the precise reason why you shouldn't racial profile, because the majority of people won't have those rap sheets.
But there would be no racial profiling if it wasn't guys that looked like that guy actually being what they think that guy is.
So his look his look made him a criminal?
No, but if you don't want to be perceived as a thug, don't dress like one. So, my parents been telling me that for years.
But you're just
Says
like
the same
a
guy.
I sure am. I sure am. But I've been saying for the past few months, and I told Angela Yee this, I'm going to get to a point in my life where I want to make that transition where I'm dressing different, because I don't want to be lumped in the same. I don't want to be looked upon as everybody else.
But you might be in jail because they racially profiled you.
What do you mean?
Like, you're saying tomorrow I'm not gonna.
No, I'm not gonna be in jail if I'm not. No. I'm not. That's the other thing. I'm not gonna be in jail if I'm not doing nothing wrong.
No, that's not true.
Don't be black right now.
Don't be
listen,
Republican right now.
No, it don't matter.
They
They can listen. I tell all my homeboys all the time, they can stop us all they want, but if we ain't doing nothing, if we don't got no weed on us, if we don't got no gun in the car, they can't take us to
jail. That's the
jail.
thing right there. They can't stop us all they want. That's the difference. That's wrong. They can't do that.
I like it being better safe than sorry.
That's great, but they can't stop us all they want. They're violating my rights.
But whose fault is it they're stopping us? It's guys like the biker who's got a long rap sheet.
No, actually, that's not where. I'm sorry, that's not where Stop and Frisk come from. It's from the ComStats. It's these ComStats that were started like decades ago. The numbers came down, and to keep those numbers down continuously, you have to manufacture numbers. It has nothing to do with the crime. It has to do with the COs.
So you think that the statistic they just put out, that ever since the Stop and Frisk rule and the new one, crime has gone up as far as like shootings in New York City.
I don't have that.
So you think that's fake?
No, it's a backlash. No, it's a
nothing to do with
backlash.
Stop
I
and
think
Frisk.
it's a backlash. On the real, people are pissed the way the police are relating to the communities. They're not. They're going in there busting heads. It's a backlash. It has nothing to do with Stop and Frisk, like NB said.
Nothing to do with Stop and Frisk.
Listen, I think places like Chicago, they want the Stop and Frisk. They want the policies that New York has. They want the mandatory gun laws. They want the people to get Stop and Frisk all the time because it'll make the community
You're treating
safer.
symptoms, but you're not treating the problem.
You'll never treat the problem.
That's not true. You can treat the problem.
How?
Well, that goes to my T-shirt line, Liberated People.
Now you're just trying to sell a T-shirt.
No, because
I want to know, how do you fix the problem?
Because you got to mobilize the populace. Absolutely, we have to take our own communities back. We have to get involved. We can't let police or criminals take over our communities the way they have. We have to make politicians accountable. We don't do that, especially in our communities. We don't go out and vote. Not that the vote does all that much good, but we still need to do it because people died for it. We don't take control.
I think we need to start policing ourselves, and I think it starts.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I know, and that's what I said earlier. I think it starts with instilling things like our parents used to tell us. Look, appearance is everything. If you don't want to be profiled as a thug, don't dress like one. My father used to tell me that all the time. Did I listen?
So what's dressed like a thug, Charlemagne?
Pants sagging off your ass, tattoos on your face.
Why does that make you a thug?
Because those private school kids just like that too.
Private school kids, and a lot of those Caucasian people have tattoos over their face, and
let's not act like hip hop has not celebrated the criminal lifestyle for the past 20 years.
Oh yeah,
we celebrated it and glorified it for the past 20 years.
Yes, we're saying different things though right now.
How?
Right? Dressing like a thug, it makes you a criminal. That's not
dressing
true.
like a thug?
That's not true. But you're right. Hip hop has celebrated it, and that's some simple. Oh, okay, we can't curse on here, right?
Yeah.
That's some simple. That's some simple shit. Like I listen to some of these rappers and I'm like, man, these flows are hot. You know, the way the wordplay is hot. Why are you talking about stupid shit? Imagine if you started talking about some intelligent. Oh my God, how out of this world would your music be?
Late 80s, Public Enemy, Poor Righteous Teachers, KRS-One. We had brothers walking around with Malcolm X hats on, wearing the African medallions. We were different. We were looked upon different. Now we have embraced the criminal lifestyle, and then we get mad when we get profiled. But we talk about being criminals all the time.
But hold up. But the thing is, you're talking about appearances, which isn't real. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is. I'm gonna tell you why.
Let me finish. You've been talking the whole time. But, you know, during that time, you had brothers wearing that outfit, you know, and wearing that garb, but they were also committing crimes.
They were still getting arrested. They were still getting arrested with those African beads, with the African pins. They were still getting.
I'm gonna tell you why appearance. I'm gonna tell you why appearance is everything.
Arrested. Still the same.
I'm gonna tell you what you wear.
Listen,
I'm gonna tell you why appearance
doesn't
is
matter
everything.
what you wear.
Do you think that guy in that Range Rover would have been just as terrified if it was just some Asians that were surrounding him?
That many Asians? Hell yeah!
And you hit one of them on a bike. You know they have Asian gangs, right?
What puts fear in What puts fear in somebody that much that they feel like I will run them?
It was the numbers.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't just the numbers. It was the yo, bitch ass, I'm gonna fuck you up, and you know that's how they was acting.
Well, part of. Did you see what he did? I don't understand how the conversation changed to focus on them from what he did.
What did he do?
He ran over human beings.
But did you see what happened initially to cause that?
They caught up to him or something like that.
The bikers got in front of him and pumped his brakes.
They slowed us down, but he hit one of them. He
didn't do it on purpose. But the guy came up on the side of him and tried to get in front of him to slow him down.
He hit a biker. And he didn't do, whether he did it on purpose or not, he hit another person on this who's not protected by the armor of an SUV. He hit somebody. That alone, like, a police officer should have been involved.
Well, guess who called 911?
He did call the police.
The guy in the Range Rover.
That's great.
Throughout the whole situation.
Yeah, he was scared. Listen, all right, so he called the police. And then he made another wrong choice by running over human beings. And I don't understand why no one's talking about that.
Exactly.
So you think the bikers made a bad choice by chasing him down and beating his ass?
Absolutely, they made a wrong choice by chasing him.
Yes.
Absolutely, they made a wrong choice by chasing him.
They put fuel on the fire, but he in the SUV, he had the power. He had the power.
He was scared.
He was more wrong.
Public Enemy said it a long time ago. Fear of a black planet. But they were saying it for a good reason. They were saying they were scared. They were saying they were scared that consciously we were going to take over.
And almost kill individuals and kill people.
Justify that.
It doesn't give you the right.
And he said he would have did the same thing.
But he did also have his 2-year-old daughter in the back of the car and his wife there.
So because of all that, we can understand his fear, but that doesn't justify what he did.
That doesn't make it right.
No, which is why we have a jury of 12 who decides the fate of a criminal as opposed to the victim's family.
And what you just said is exactly how I feel about racial profiling. I don't justify it because it's not right, but I can understand it.
Okay, we can understand
That's
it. But I'm out here trying to make it right, though.
You are.
I went on trial for this because it's wrong. You know, so I understand.
So you know what you should do? You should jack up brothers that are out here doing bad.
Son, I talk to those cats all the time.
That's what we should be doing.
All the time. That's
like,
not the only
like getting
thing
mad at the system, getting mad at the police. No, get mad at the guy that's looking that's dressed like Envy, but is actually doing something wrong.
I'll tell you this right now. I've listened to tapes where like from police officers to police officers, and it will make you sick. And so we have to get angry at the system and the police. What's going on?
I don't know why it has to be either or.
It has to be. Why assist the system? If I can dress any way I want if I'm not actually doing something wrong. But if I get profiled for being dressed the way I am and I actually got a gun on me or weed, whose fault is that?
Well, it's both your faults.
How's it the police fault that I got a gun and weed on me?
Because they shouldn't have been profiling you in the first place.
God,
and there's no reason they shot.
Because we're still in a
hold on a second. And what's the problem with carrying weed on you? Like why?
It's not legal.
Why should I be arrested for
having? That is the other problem we have. No. We think the things that are illegal are legal. It's not legal.
No, what he's saying is, if he has something on him, whether it's legal or illegal, why are the police pulling him over?
Exactly.
You just don't have the right to see a black man on the middle of the street.
Because of the other 10 black guys that they pulled over who had stuff on them.
You just don't have the right just to see a black individual on the street and pull him over.
You want to talk about legal? That's not legal.
First of all, the percentage of people who are doing illegal who get stopped and frisked. It pales it's like 0.1% of the folks that they're catching.
You know in America, black men commit more violent crimes than anybody, and we only make up like 13% of the population. That's ridiculous.
Let me ask you.
I don't know if that's true. I think that they end up getting charged and going to jail for it more than anybody else because they don't have the proper lawyers.
The charges are more.
That's all. They get prosecuted more.
I'm just speaking about arrest. I don't know about charges and prosecution.
They get prosecuted more. That's what it is.
Why do you think that's the case?
Because we're out here doing things we don't got no business.
We don't have representation. We have money for representation.
Why? I don't know why. Because we're crazy.
Oh my!
I can't blame it on. I'm not gonna blame it on the economy and society because I come from the hood too.
Well, let me tell you this.
I'm not gonna just. I can't put.
It's I won't even say poor people because these people aren't poor. They're impoverished. and blue collar, because it's the crime statistics are actually the same in places like Appalachia where they're white poor, and they've been generationally white. We think we poor in the hood. You should go to Appalachia. It's a different level of poverty people haven't seen, and they're doing drugs and crimes like matching the same levels as Chicago. It's poverty. That's what it is. It's not about being black. It's not about being racist. You go to Asian neighborhoods with the same type of poverty, it's the same thing. That's what we need to address.
I think it's being poor mentally. I can't blame it on being poor financially.
That poverty, that's exactly. Poverty instills, it's a mentality, and being impoverished does that mentally as well. Absolutely, we need to address those things.
Well, it affects every aspect of your life.
Of being a human being.
Yeah, it
has nothing to do with your race.
Shaka, let's talk about your movie for a second, because that's what we're really here for.